Greetings, beautiful people. Welcome to Charlotte's Tuesday Tax Tip. Now, today's question is, what's the difference between an employee versus a contractor, or what you really can be referred to as an independent contractor or freelancer? These are some of the areas in which there really is this clear distinction between an employee and an independent contractor. When it comes to the tax form, employees will fill out a W-2, right? And as opposed to a contractor who's going to submit and fill out a 1099. Well, actually, that's what they're going to get is a 1099, indicating how much money that they've earned from this particular business. Another area is time. Contractors usually are short term, although short term can be years, but there's no guarantee that they will continue to be employed or do the work for that particular company. Whereas employees, it's anticipated that they'll go long-term, retired, etc. The other area is risk. As a contractor, you assume all risk. And usually and depending on what kind of work you're doing, you're going to also insure yourself to make sure that you protect yourself against any risk or liability anyways. And then as for the employee, they're covered by their employer. Now, when it comes to your tax bill, look, as an independent contractor, you file your own payroll taxes, and you'll do so probably on a quarterly basis, and you want to see an accountant if you don't understand this process. But if you're an employee, you understand that your employer is going to withhold from your paycheck, tax deductions that are owed to the federal government. Alrighty. And then when it comes to company benefits, as a contractor, you usually are not eligible for any of the benefits that the company offer. Although some companies will give you things like maybe parking, equipment, access to certain things on the premise. But as an employee, you are definitely eligible for the benefits that are available and being offered by your company. And a lot of that could be depending on whether or not you're full-time, part-time, and some other factors as well. Government benefits. When you're an independent contractor, you do not have any rights really to government benefits. Whereas if you're an employee, you're eligible for workers' compensation and or unemployment. And then overtime pay. As an independent contractor, you are paid hourly or on a project basis. So it's like if you work 50 hours, you don't get time and a half. Or if you work a third shift, you don't get double time. As a contractor, you get paid for the work that you're doing, for the specific rate that you are charging that particular company. Whereas when you're an employee, you are definitely eligible for overtime pay, and it's based on probably the number of hours you're working, the company policy, and what shift it might be, because there's some shifts that pay more for overtime than others. Okay, family, that's Tax Tip Tuesday. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Wishing you peace, prosperity. Wishing you peace, prosperity, and a whole bunch of love. Take care now, fam. See you next time.